Before starting that, I have this question for you guys that do you have any questions from the last two strategies that we have done, three strategies that we have done? Any questions so far? Uh, I think you guys might have practiced what we have done. I believe that, or I would like to believe that. And maybe you might have made some conclusion in your head before sleeping last night. So, any sort of confusion that you have, or any kind of question that you have regarding those two strategies, please ask me that first. Or it's all clear. If it's all clear, just let me know. Okay, all clear. Ganesh, what about you? Clear. All right. So, since everything is clear, let's get started with another set of strategies that we have for you. Yeah, I'll just start sharing my screen and we'll be good to go. All right. So, welcome to the session number 5 of this exclusive series. You've got 3 sessions as recorded ones, and this is live session number 2. So, it's 3 plus 2, 5. And today we will be discussing a few more strategies. Now, today I'm going to teach you one of the most authentic swing trading strategy ever. Okay, one of the most authentic swing trading strategy that you might ever learn. Okay, so but before understanding that, before understanding what is authentic, what is not, let's understand what are swings. Okay, we've been talking about swing trading and all. So what are these swings? Let's discuss that. See, let's talk about market movements. How market moves. Market doesn't go up like this. It doesn't come down like this. Okay. How market moves? Market moves something like this. Okay. So if it's an uptrend, the market is making higher highs and higher lows. Okay. So if the market is continuously making higher highs and higher lows, it is said to be in uptrend. Similarly, if the market is continuously making lower highs and lower lows, so these are the lower highs and these are lower lows, or some people also call them higher top, higher bottom, lower top, lower bottom. Sorry, lower lows. Okay. Now, if you pay attention, what is the meaning of swing? Swing means in Hindi we call it jula, right? You it's like a you might have seen what a swing is, right? It's like this uh, in a park, okay, and you sit somewhere here, and then you just go to and forth in this motion, right? That's your swing, right? And if you pay attention on the movement of the market, don't you think all these movements are basically swings only? In a way, they are swings, right? This is also a swing, inverted swing, but still a swing. So market actually moves in swings. And swing trading simply means that you want to capture these swings. You want to capture each swing and you want to trade these swings. That is what swing trading is. Okay, that you want to buy here and sell somewhere here. Okay, then you want to sell somewhere here and buy somewhere here. Then you want to buy somewhere here and sell somewhere here. This kind of small short term trading is called swing trading. That's why the name. And when we talk about swing trading, we mostly talk about, okay, this is like a 1 week to 10 days or 15 days type of a trade. Why do we like call it like why have we connected this swing trading word with this time frame? That is because typically it takes around 1 week to 15 to 20 days to make this entire swing, or to make this entire swing. A market will take a dip, it will take a support, then it will go up to a peak. It will typically take 5 to 10 to 20 days. So that's why whenever you trade a swing, your duration of the trade is typically a week or maybe 10 days or maybe 20 days. Like 1 week to 4 week is your typical duration of one swing trade. Okay. And that's why this is called swing trading. In case you didn't know that, now you know. Now, I'm going to teach you, as I said, the most authentic swing trading strategy. Okay, समझ गया ना? Now let's discuss the setup. Let's discuss the setup now. What are the prerequisite knowledge? You should know the basics of price action, which is very, very important. Now, if you have watched the videos, pre-recorded sessions, then you might be knowing some basics of price action. If you haven't, then watch the recordings. Volume analysis. You should know about the volume. Okay, you should know about the volume analysis. and then you should know basics of FNO. Now that is not required as of now. Only if you're doing FNO trading that it's required, but otherwise it's not required. If you're trading in equity, if you're trading in cash, that's okay. What are the tools that we are going to use in this? First tool that we are going to use is moving averages. Second tool that we are going to use is RSI, unconventional one, 60-40 that we have been talking about since many days now. Volume, you guys know what volume is, and that's it. Moving average, RSI, and volume. In case you still don't know about unconventional RSI, this is conventional RSI, which we don't use anymore. This is overbought, oversold, but we don't want that. We only use 60-40 RSI, which is like the proper momentum indicator. Above 60 bullish, below 40 bearish, between 60-40 sideways. We also know that we can trade on RSI crossover, and if not crossover, we can also trade on RSI 60 support. Correct? Are we all good with the setup, whatever we have learned so far, everyone? अभी तक जो हमने पढ़ाया है सबको आता है, right? Oh, in case that is clear, now let's move on with the setup part. Okay, what will be your setup? I'll just take you to one of the trading platforms and I will show you. So the trend is your friend until the trend ends, right? Very powerful words. See, look at this. I was analyzing the market for the next week and I got the stock. Uh, what is wrong with this platform, man? Oh, anyways. Sure, sure. Okay. So, what is your setup? Your setup will look something like this. This is your trading platform or your trading view. Okay, anything is fine. Firstly, we know about RSI, so we will put RSI. RSI. So in this, I have already made a default setting of 60-40. You will not get 60-40 by default. I will show you how you will get the RSI. If you go to indicators, you'll write RSI. You will get something like this. Okay, that is 70-30. About this is 70 level, this is 30 level. Okay, so we don't want this. We want our proper RSI 60-40. What will we do? We will go to the settings. Okay, what do we want? We want RSI line, upper band, and lower band. We don't want anything else. So RSI based MA, we don't want. We don't want upper Bollinger Band. We don't want lower Bollinger Band. What is the use of Bollinger Band in RSI, right? We don't want regular bullish and regular bearish sort of things. We don't want all of that. Yes, we want RSI upper band, but we don't want it to be 70. We want it to be 60. Okay, and I'll just make it green so that it's better to understand. We don't want RSI middle band. Okay, we have no use for that. We want the lower band, but we want it to be, instead of 30, we want it to be 40. And I will make it red. Okay. And we don't want overbought, oversold gradient and all. Uh, Anything else? Okay. And then I'll just make the RSI a little bit brighter. Now this is our 60-40 proper RSI. This is 60 level, can you see? And this is 40 level. This is our black RSI. This is something that we know about. This is something that we have been doing. Right? Look at this. Above 60, market is bullish. RSI goes up, market goes up. Above 60 over here, We take a bullish trade, market goes up. All these are your trend lines and all. Okay, it doesn't matter right now. What will be your setup? Let's take Tata Motors, for example. Okay, what is going to be your setup? What will you do? This is okay. This is basically a typical RSI. Now, let's get back to our platform. Okay, what will you do? You will put moving average. Okay, RSI is done. Okay, now let's put moving average. We don't want any other exponential or all that stuff. We simply want moving average simple. It's either simple moving average simple, or just moving average. Click on that. And we want two of them. So I have moving average 9, close moving average. So because they are the same, it's just one line, but they are two lines over here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make it 20 moving average, simple 20 moving average. Okay. How? Click on the settings. Okay. You can change the length of the moving average from here. From length, you will, instead of 9, you will make it 20. And you can also change the visibility. I'll make it black, a little bit thicker. So this black line is your 20 moving average. I'll make another one also 20. Now you might be wondering, why do you want same two moving? I'll tell you. 20 moving average. Again, black line. Okay. So now on the screen, we have two 20 moving average, but you can only see one because they are like, stick to each other. So what is the use of this 20 moving average? Why are we using the same two moving averages? See, in technical analysis, 20 moving average is one of the most powerful and one of my favorite moving average. Okay. And that's why we use 20 moving average. Now, there is a concept. Okay. Before that, before understanding that, let's focus. What will you do next? See, you can see only one line here. Why? Because it is the same closing based moving average. Average MA 20 close. That means it is the average of past 20 candles closing price. We don't want that. What will we do? We will change settings. Okay. Again, 20 is the length. That's okay. The source that we have over here, we don't want it to be close. We want it to be high. Okay. Now this upper 20 moving average is the average of previous 20 candles highest point. Highest point. And then I'll choose the second moving average. Source, I will make it low. Low and okay. So this moving average is actually the average of previous 20 candles lowest point. Previously, it was the average of 20 candles closing point. Now, these are the averages of previous 20 candles highest point and lowest point. And this has created a band along with your price. Can you see this is like the entire band, like Bollinger Bands? This is also a band that you have with you. Right? Now, this is your setup. You have RSI, you have this, and also you can put volume along with this. I will put volume. This is your entire swing trading setup. That's it. Okay. Now let's talk about the strategy part. So we have made the setup. Let's talk about the strategy. Conditions to buy. Daily RSI should be greater than 60. Your RSI on daily basis, the daily RSI should be greater than number 60. Okay, that means on daily chart, it should have a bullish moment. 20 moving average band should be inclined upwards. It means it should be going upwards. This is the band. It should be going upwards. Like uh, this. Okay, this is going upwards. Correct? It is going upwards. It's not going down. It's not flat. It should be going upwards. It's going upwards. That's great. Price should be above moving average band. The price should be trading above moving average band like this. The price is right now trading above moving average band. That's correct. So these three conditions are if satisfied, then let's talk about the strategy. When to buy? When the price is taking support on moving average band and RSI is taking support on 60 level, the support candle will act as the alert candle. Buy when the high of alert candle is crossed. As simple as that. Now you might be wondering, kya hai simple, kya hua, kya bola ye? I'll just show you. So how will it happen? First condition was RSI above 60. So this is our RSI, very bad RSI. Doesn't look like this, but still. This is 60. This is 40. 40. RSI should be above 60. It means the market is in bullish momentum and market is going up. This is your moving average band should be inclined upward. It means it is going upward. Okay. When the price is taking support on moving average band, that means when the price has come down to moving average band and RSI is taking support on 60. So because the price is going down, RSI will also come down. RSI is taking support on 60 level. Now you know how RSI takes support on 60 level. The support candle will act as the alert candle. Buy when the high of alert candle is crossed. So you will buy when the high of alert candle is crossed by the next candle, and RSI is also taking the support. I will show you the example in this chart only. RSI should be greater than 60. When the RSI is greater than 60, from this level. Okay, fine. Price should be higher than the band. The price is higher than the band from this level. Okay. The band should be inclined upward. Okay. Great. Buy when the price is taking support on 20 moving average band and RSI is taking support on 60. Where is it happening? Is it happening here? No. Price is taking support on RSI is taking support on 60, but price is not taking support on 20 moving average band. Leave it. Is it happening here? No. Because price is taking support on the band, but RSI is not taking support on 60. When is it happening then? It is happening over here. When price is taking support on band and RSI is taking support on 60, you will buy. This red candle is your alert candle. Whenever the support is confirmed, like this, there is a hammer, then again hammer. The high of the hammer is crossed. You buy, and the market goes straight. Now, why I've been calling this the most authentic swing trading strategy? Why? Because don't you think you are actually trading these swings only? This is the actual meaning of swing trading. When you buy on the dips and you let the market go up. Want to see some more examples? Let's check some more examples. Look at this. This is a different platform I've been using. Uh, like so, this is not trading view, but you will get the idea. Look at this. Okay, RSI above 60, check. Band in inclined position, check. Okay, price above band, check. Whenever it will take a support like this, RSI above on 60 level, you buy and the market goes up. Nifty taking support on the band, taking support on RSI 60 level, it goes up. Again, not perfect support, but it goes up. Look at this Nifty 50 again. Support on this, support on 60, market goes up. Support on the lower upper band, support on 60, market goes up. Support on the band, support on the 60, market goes up. Support on the band, support on 60, market goes up. Support on the band, support on 60, market goes up. Support on the band, support on 60, and the market goes a little bit up and then comes down. So you got, just by following Nifty, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. Out of 6 trade, one was wrong. And that was like June, July, August, September. So for 4 months, you were just following one asset class, one stock, anything. Okay. And you've been doing your swing trades continuously on the same stock again and again and again and again and again. Look at this. So you will not trade this one because RSI is not at 60 level, but here RSI on the band, sorry, price on the band, RSI on 60, you take the trade, it goes up. On the band, on 60, you take the trade, it goes up. Below the band, below 60, you don't take any trade. You can do shorting as well. But you can't do shorting like this because you'll have to because you have to use the futures and options for that. But the conditions will be opposite of that. The price should be below the band. The band should be declined, okay, downwards. And then RSI should be less than 40 because bearish momentum. Whenever the price goes to take resistance at the band and RSI take a resistance at 40 level, that's when you sell and the market goes down. You can short sell and the market will go down. Look at this Nifty 50 again. Support, support, up. Support, support, up. Support, support, up. Support, support, up. Support, यहाँ पे भी नहीं हुआ, यहाँ पे भी नहीं हुआ, trade cancel. Even though it went up, but it was not in our system, we will not trade. The more you see, the more you like it. Look at this. Now, is the entry part clear as of now? We'll be talking about important points and all that, but is the entry part clear or not? Sarah, Ganesh, what do you think? Any questions, any confusion so far? Okay. Now that part is clear. Let's talk about important note. Look for the Eastern candlestick patterns. Okay. How will you look for the Eastern candlestick patterns? Like this. When the market will take a dip, how will you know it's going to stop here and go up? You will look for Eastern candlestick pattern like doji over here, okay, or hammer or inverted hammer patterns like these, which are confirming the support. Now, you guys know how price takes support on RSI. We talked about this in the last session only, but yeah, you have to look for Eastern candlestick pattern like doji, hammer, inverted hammer, evening star, etc. on the support level. These pattern will help you to identify the reversal and will give you correct entry. Okay, the way to enter you will only get by understanding the Eastern patterns and how actually support resistance works. Stop loss. The initial stop loss will be the low of moving average band. Okay, what is going to be your initial stop loss? Your initial stop loss is going to be the low of moving average band. I'll show you. Look at this. In this case, let's say this is like red candle, doji, and green candle. Morning star pattern is forming. You'll buy above the high of morning star. What will be your stop loss? The stop loss will be this. Why? Because if the market goes down to this level again and breaks this, of course, this entire strategy is gone. You will have to look for another strategy, another setup, or another stock to trade. Right? So this will be your initial stop loss. Once the price starts moving in your direction, stop loss can be trailed candle by candle. Once the price starts moving in your desired direction, let's say the price start moving in your direction. So what will you do? You will start trailing your stop loss candle by candle. Like, okay, here you traded, this candle is formed, your stop loss instead of this, it will be this. This candle is formed, your stop loss will be this. This candle is formed, your stop loss will be this. This candle is formed, your stop loss will be this. This candle is formed, your stop loss will be this, and it will be triggered. And you will buy at this level, you will sell at this level. This is your entire swing trading. If it would have gone even more higher, you would have carried out like carried on the trade, and you would have captured the biggest, like the maximum trend of the overall swing. This is called candle by candle trailing. Now there are multiple ways to trail your stop loss. Something called as point by point trailing, something called as candle by candle trailing. You can also do uh, something called as swing by swing trading. There's something called as using a trend follower to trail your stop loss. So there are multiple ways, but as of now, I'm just telling you about candle by candle. As a new candle starts forming, you trail your stop loss with the previous candle's low. Okay. Then targets. What are the targets? First target will be the high of previous swing. Whatever was your previous swing, that is going to be your first target. Why? Because previous swing highs are going to act as what? Come on, tell me. Previous highs act as what? Yes, perfect. Resistance. Right? So because they are resistances, our first target will be previous swing. 50% quantity can be booked at the first target. Now you know the catch, how things work. Book your 50% quantity at the first target, and then on that point you will take your initial stop loss to cost at whatever point you have bought. Once you have booked 50% quantity, you will take your initial stop loss cost to cost. So now even if the market goes down, you will not lose any money. Final target should be decided by trailing stop loss. Also, one should look for bearish or reversal candlestick patterns like spinning top, hammer, doji, morning star, etc. to book your profit. Not morning star, evening star. How? Final target should be decided by trailing stop loss. So what should be your final target? It should be decided by either trailing stop loss, or what you can do, you can also look for reversal patterns like these. What is this? A green candle in an uptrend and a red candle which is covering the entire part. It means it's an engulfing pattern. So you can book your profits at this level. Why? Because it's a reversal pattern. Correct. So at the when the trend is going on, you can also look for eastern patterns for reversal to book your target. That's why in the starting of the strategy, I asked you what are the prerequisites for the strategy, and that is basics of price action. If you don't have these things clear, you will not be able to trade the strategy. Okay, so now if that part is clear, let's talk about this. Where will you enter? Now, this is not a perfect support, even though, but I'm going to show you. Okay, what will be your first target? Your first target will be this. That's where you'll book 50% quantity, and then you will keep on trailing the stop loss candle by candle, and you will book your profit somewhere. So, first target 50% booked here, and rest 50% booked here. That's great. You have traded a swing perfectly. Now let's see everything with a proper lens. Not just yahan buy kiya. No, let's look at everything very technically. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, RSI is taking support at 60 here. This has come on the band. Now, one more thing. Price, we don't know where the price will take support. Price can take support on the upper band and go up. It can take support somewhere in the middle and go up. It can take support on the lower band and go up. We have to be ready for anything. Okay, whenever the price comes near the upper band, वी शुड बी रेडी कि 12 से 60 सपोर्ट ले सकता है, यहां से रिवर्सल आ सकता है. सो वी वर रेडी when this trade was going on. We were ready on this candle itself. इसी candle पे we ready because market came down to this level and RSI was also around 60. Okay, then it made a green candle. So okay, we were like okay, इसके हाई के ऊपर बाय करेंगे. Then market went even more down. Okay, to there was a red candle, so market went even more down. So we were like चलो ठीक है, इसके हाई के ऊपर बाय कर लेंगे. Then next day market went even more down and made a doji and the lower level. We were like perfect, इसके हाई के ऊपर बाय कर लेंगे. This will be a stop loss. Correct. So we don't know what the market is going to show us, but we will follow what the market is saying. Okay. So that's what the market said. Okay, here I'm taking support. Then the market went up and made a green candle, and then we bought at this level, and the market went up. What was our first target? Our first target was this guy, which was achieved by this candle. Achieved at this level, this candle. Okay, done. Then next few days, market went even more high, high, high. Then it made a doji and a red candle. That is a clear-cut signal that okay, market is now going to go down. I will book all my profits at the top. So this is my buying level. This is my selling level. This is my. It came down. RSI came to 60 level. Perfect. We were ready. Then it made a hammer sort of pattern. Okay. We were like, fine, that's great. It's hammer as well as also bullish harami. So above the high of this candle, I will buy the low of this. Now look at this. The low of the candle is this one. Low of these candles is this one. But this band is somewhere here. So my stop loss will not be the low of candle. It will be somewhere here. That's going to be my stop loss. And then the market went up to this level, which is my first target. Booked in 2 days, 50% quantity, and then started going up. There were so many hammers, dojis, everything was forming. But wait. So you might think, यार नहीं हमने तो exit कर दिया होगा. नहीं नहीं. Look at this. This was the stop loss. Market went up. That's where we book 50% of the quantity. We trailed our stop loss cost to cost. Okay. Next candle was formed. I take my stop loss here, candle by candle. Next candle was formed. I take my stop loss here. Next candle was formed. I take my stop loss here. Next candle was formed. My stop loss is still somewhere here. Next candle was formed. My stop loss is somewhere here. Next candle was formed. I almost triggered my stop loss, but somehow I managed. Next candle was here. My stop loss is still here. Next candle formed here. My stop loss is somewhere here. And it was triggered. So I bought here and I stopped out here. Now you might be wondering कि नहीं यहाँ book करना चाहिए था, यहाँ book करना चाहिए था. We don't know, right? We followed a process, we followed a system, and that has given us money. That's all. Sorry for that. But let me tell you, there is one very, very famous saying in the market, and that is focus on the process, not on the profit. Okay, focus on the process, not on the profit. That is the only way to make money in stock market. You need to have a process, okay, which is going to make you money. And you will only focus not on making money, not on how much I have made, not on how much I can generate, not on how what will I do with the money. No, you will only focus on following a system, following a process. And the process will generate some losses, it will generate some profit, it will generate big profit, it will generate big losses. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, you should be profitable. That's all what matters. Look at this. Now it's taking support. Now this is not, I will not trade this because it is not taking support on 60. Okay. I will try to take trade on this one. It came down here. Support. Doji. Okay. I will buy above the high of the doji. What is my stop loss? This one. Okay, but it's too big, so I will take stop loss somewhere here or somewhere, maybe the swing low, that is also fine. Okay, when it starts going up, it gives my first target. I will book 50% of my quantity here. Once I book the 50% of my quantity, my stop loss will be somewhere here, cost to cost. Then as it goes up, it makes next candle like this, my stop loss will be somewhere same. Next candle formed like this, my stop loss will be this. Next candle formed here, my stop loss will be the low of this candle. Next candle formed this one, my stop loss will be the low of this, and it will be triggered at the top. And market went down. Again, it comes down, takes a support with this red candle. I'm ready to take the trade, right? What will be my procedure of trading? If the red candle has taken my price to the band and it has also taken the RSI to 60 level, that is my alert candle. I will buy either above the high of the alert candle or I will wait for some confirmation. So the high was crossed by this red candle. So my buying price has triggered, my buying trade has triggered. So I have already in the position on this red candle. Fine. What is my stop loss? Somewhere here. Okay. The market is going up. The next day, the hammer was formed. Okay. I'm not profitable yet. Next day, a green candle is formed and the high is achieved. That's when I have booked 50% of my quantity. Done. 50% quantity booked. Then I will trail my stop loss. Next candle formed, my stop loss will be low of this. Next candle formed, my stop loss will be low of this. Next candle formed, my stop loss will be low of this. It will be triggered and I will book 50% my quantity here and next 50% here. I have captured the maximum trend of this overall trend. Great. Now, Sarah, unmute yourself and tell me what will happen in this trade. Where will you take the trade? Where will you not take the trade? Can you unmute yourself? Are you like able to? I think you have the access. Yes. So unmute yourself and tell me where will you buy, where will you sell, what is going to be your stop loss? Tell me. Yeah, they have the access. Yes, I know. Uh, thank you, Ediclo. Oh, so Team Ediclo is also listening to us. They are also learning something, right? That's great. Team Ediclo, are you learning? Yes, perfect. Great. So from the next time, you guys only take the sessions. That's going to save my time. All right. We don't have expertise. Okay, great. Fine. I'll take the responsibility. Sarah, can you tell me? अरे yes or no तो बोल दो यार. चलो ठीक है. गणेश, would you like to tell me?
I will be buying the stock
Yes.
with the third arrow.
Huh?
The third arrow is showing.
Sorry?
The graph, the third arrow.
Third arrow. Third arrow. Okay. That's the third arrow.
keeping the loss at the bottom of
So
it.
at
Yes.
what stock, at what level I will buy? At which candle I will buy? Tell me. This one,
After the
this one,
green
this
candle,
one, this one, this one, this one, this one, because there are multiple candles taking support, right? It has come down. The red candle has taken it down.
after that, when the green candle, small green candle shows up, after that, when the other big green candle shows, it is my uh,
This one.
confirmation. This one.
Okay. So you will buy above the high of that.
Yes. I'll
Okay.
keep
You
the
bought
low
about
as
the high of this. What is going to be your stop loss?
at the low of that candlestick.
Low of the band.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Then what will be your target? First target.
First target will be the band where it has reached the top, the red band.
Somewhere here.
That will be the first target for me.
Right. Somewhere here. The previous swing.
Yes.
Yes or no?
I'll be keeping the target as goal.
Hmm.
I'll be keeping the target at that point. The red band has
No, no. So
gone.
what will be your first target? Somewhere here, right? This line will be the target, right?
Yeah.
I can't hear you properly, Ganesh.
Yes. Am I here
Yes.
to
Okay.
audible to?
So is it going to give us a target? It has not given us a target yet. Then it came even more down. Then it went up, and then it has given the target by giving a gap up, right? So once it has given the gap up, what will you do? You will book 50% of the quantity. Now, how will you trail your stop loss? This is what I want to know. Ganesh, tell me, how will you trail your stop loss? Let's say we are on this day because that's when we have booked our 50% quantity, right? On the gap up, we booked 50% of the quantity. How will I trail my stop loss? Once I book 50% of my quantity, my stop loss will be cost to cost. That's for sure. That's basic that I know. Now, after that, what?
I'll be keeping the high of my profited as the stop loss again.
Yeah, so high of the like we have bought at this level, that's going to be our stop loss once we have booked
Stop
50%
loss
of
for
the
the
quantity.
starting. Yeah.
Then let's say the next candle opened here. What will be a stop loss then?
So, I can't exactly say.
Okay. So here, if you say, "Ki bhai, this is my buying level, okay, and this is where I book 50% of the quantity. Now, as the price moves ahead, my stop loss should go up. But if you choose like, the next candle, candle by candle, if you choose next candle, then what will happen is if you choose next candle, it's almost at the same level. So what will I do? I'll trail my stop loss to this level when this candle is formed. Now, when this candle is formed, my stop loss should increase, it should go up. But if I take the low of any of these candles, it is lower than my this low. I'm not going to take my stop loss back to, at a lower level. So what level I will choose? I will take my stop loss to the higher low, which is there, which is this one. Once this candle is formed, I will take my stop loss to this candle's low. And once this candle is forming, I will take my stop loss to this candle's low, where I will book 50%, 100% of my quantity. So my 50% was booked here, and rest 50% is booked here. So that's how we have captured from this level to this level. Clear? Sarah, what about you? You did not reply, but is it getting clear to you also? And Team Mediclobe, what about you guys? Nobody is replying. My God. This is something super powerful that I'm teaching and nobody's replying. Oh, on this Sunday afternoon. Yes, understood now. Okay, great. All right. Now, these are some examples that you can see, and you will also be able to understand what is happening, what's not happening. Now, let me give you some pro tips. Okay, because this is what you have signed up for. The pro tips are, you will not trade the crossovers like these. Okay, the market is going up from the lower level of like the price is lower than 20 moving average band then, and now it is going up. That's why you want to buy. You will not take that trade. Even though it went up and it gave a great return, it does not matter. You are buying the swings, not the trend changes. No, you are buying the swings. So stick with that. Second thing is, if there will be some times where you will not get any swings as such. What do I mean by that? I have a few. Now look this one. This is not a swing. This was just a sideways movement which came down to this level. So if the swing is bigger, like this, there is a swing, it went up, then it came down. That's when you will get better movements. If the swing is very small, it's not a significant move away from the 20 moving average band. It will again not give you so great of a movement again after that. It will be sideways. It will be trend not so trendy now. So if you get bigger swings to capture, choose them over these small swings. Okay, like the price should come to the band from a higher level to this level. It shouldn't be like aisa. Yes. Third thing, you will not take the trade if the band is straight. Like I have an example. This one. If the band is straight like this, you will not take the trade. Why? Because you know the result. What will happen? It will not. It will just be a zigzag movement. You will not be able to capture any trend at all. You will only trade in the upside. You will only trade if the band is inclined. You will only trade on the downside if the band is declined. The sideways trend shouldn't be traded. Right? Look at this. Now here I will not take the trade, even though if it's taking resistance and all, I don't want to trade that. But once it gives a crossover, I will not trade that trade either. Once it gives a crossover, then it takes the support. I will start trading from that level. I will start trading from that level. This is a good swing. I will take this trade. It will go up. Correct? This is not a very good swing. I will avoid this trade. This is not a great swing. Look at this. All these are great swings. Right? Look at this. And look at the result that you get. Want it to become sideways? Avoid the trade. These are some pro tips. Third thing, third thing that you will not get picture perfect scenario all the time. What do I mean by that? Sometimes it will happen that okay, market is going a little bit below the lower band, but it is seeing perfect support on RSI. Sometimes it will happen, it is seeing perfect support on the band, maybe upper, maybe middle, maybe the lower band, but it will not take perfect 60 support on RSI. It will be either above 60, 62, 63, maybe it will be a little bit below 60, 59, 58. That is also fine. That is manageable because market is not going to give you picture perfect scenario. Sometimes it is giving 60 support, exact 60 support, but it is a little bit higher than the moving average band. That is also fine. Okay. But in those scenarios, what will you do? You will decrease your position size, decrease your quantity of trade. You will trade with a smaller quantity. Okay. Note down these photos. These are the important things which are going to make the strategy profitable. Okay. Third thing, as the rules of the strategy says that you will take the lower band as the stop loss. Okay. But you can take lower band or the swing low, whichever is smaller as the stop loss. So look at this. You are buying somewhere here. You are not going to put the stop loss as the lower band like this. This is too much of a big stop loss. What will be your stop loss? Your stop loss will be swing low, which is the low of this candle. This the entire swing low is going to be your stop loss. In this case, your stop loss is not going to be the lower band. In this case, your stop loss will be this swing low. But there are scenarios where swing low is this and lower band is this. Your band will be lower band. Stop loss will be lower band. Look at this. The swing low is this. And this is not the trade also. This is because the RSI has also gone below this. And this has also gone below the band. So this is not the trade. But um, let's say any other example. I can you look at no. This is also gone below. I will show you some example if I can. There was a good example. Yeah, even this one, if you see, there is a band coming down. The wick is very below the band. So if you take the swing low, this is the swing low. But in this case, your low should be somewhere here. So these are extraordinary situations which you can avoid. Okay, there is no need to take that. This will be your stop loss. This is your buying price. All right. So all the concepts clear, everyone. Can you guys now trade using this strategy? I will show you a recent trade. I that I'm looking forward to this week. That is Blue Star. Okay. Now this is a trade. This is not 60 support. I'm taking trade because some other reasons. But yeah, this is another trade that I'm looking forward to for the next week. No need to buy that. No need to buy that because it's not satisfying with all your conditions. I'm buying this because of some other fundamental reasons. But yeah, this is another thing which is coming into our setup. Look at this again. Support 60 goes up. Support 60 goes up. Support 60. That's support on 60 and this band goes up. Any stock that you take. Now, what is the use of volume? The volume use is going to be you will see like there will be red candles as well, there will be green candles as well, right? So there will be so many candles that you're going to see in this. All what you have to see is the volume of the red candle which is taking the price down should be a little bit less than the volume of green candle which is taking the price up. That means the buyers are heavy on the sellers. If that is the case, that's great. Look at this. The buyers are heavy over here. Correct? Volume of the red is less, green is high. Perfect. Okay. Advanced tips and tricks. Never buy in anticipation. Always wait for confirmation. You should never buy in anticipation. Always wait for the confirmation. Never buy when the price is inside the band. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. I forgot that. Never buy when the price is inside the band. Let's talk about that. Okay. One more tip. You will not take it. Let's say it's a short trade that you're taking. This is the swing which came down to this support. Okay. RSI 40 resistance. Fine. Now this is a tweezer top. You should short below this, right? But you will not take the trade until the price has gone below the band. Never take a trade when the price is inside the band. This is something that you have to understand. I will show you some more example. Yes, somewhere here. No, it's not here. Okay, this one. Can you see here? I cannot zoom it, right? I think I can. Okay, look at this. What happened over here is it came down, it took a support on RSI 60. Okay. but the price is inside the band. If I take the trade above the high of this doji, the price will still be inside the band. So what will I do? See, look at this. When the price is inside the band, it starts consolidating. I don't want that consolidation. I will only trade when the price goes above the band. So what will I do? I will buy above the high of this doji. Because if the price will go above the high of this doji, it will automatically go out of the band. So my trade is activated when this green candle is formed, and after that, the movement has come and I've got the money. So never trade when the price is inside the band. Okay. Never take a long position if 200 EMA is very close above the price. Again, 200 EMA, this red line over here is 200 exponential moving average. You will not take the trade if 200 EMA is very close to you, above your head. Okay, I'll show you the examples. I think I have some examples in this one. Um, yeah, this one. Look at this. So if this 200 EMA would have been somewhere here, like this, I would not have taken this trade. But because it is far away from my previous high, I will use this 200 EMA as my target. And this is exactly what happened. Market took a resistance on 200 EMA and then came down. Now, this time when it came down and it took a support on 60 as well and on the band as well, I will not take this trade. Although it went up, that's great. But I personally will not take this trade because it is lower than my previous high. It will just not even give me that previous high level target. It has the potential to come down again. I will not take this trade. Once the price has crossed this 200 EMA and it has come to take support on the band, I'm free to take any trade I want and look at the movement the price gives me after it crosses the band. Very strong. That's why never mess with 200 EMA. It is the mother of moving averages. Okay, never mess with the mother. That's this. Position sizing will determine your overall profitability. How much is your position sizing that will determine your overall profitability. One more thing that you need to understand is you will not take any trade. You will not take any trade if you are not getting at least 1:1 in that trade. 1:1 means, let's say your stop loss is 10 points and your first target, which is the previous swing high, is not 10 points from your buying level, you will not take the trade. If it is not 10 points, then you will not take the trade at all. If it is 10, 11, 12, if your first swing high is more than that, you are free to take the trade. Don't worry about it. Go for it. But if it is not giving you 1:1, if the swing is very near, do not take the trade. And that will be done because, that will already be considered because you're considering the bigger swings only. So no need to worry about that. But in case you don't find a 1:1 risk reward ratio, you will not take the trade. So these were a few important points that you should know. Clear, everyone? Any doubts so far? This is the overall strategy of authentic swing trading. Ganesh, Sara, clear? Clear. Okay, perfect. Now I am going to show you one more tool. All right. So that was one strategy. Now let's move to another tool that you need to understand, and that is called Fibonacci. Okay. Make this your headline, Fibonacci. What is Fibonacci? If there was a person called Leonardo Fibonacci, and he made a series. If you are from science background, you might have some understanding of Fibonacci. The series is you are writing 0, then 1. Then you're adding every preceding number like 1 plus 0, 1 again. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 8, 21. And so on. It goes to plus infinity. Obtained by adding two preceding number in the series. Now, the magic of the series is quotient of the adjacent term in the series possesses an amazing proportion of 1.61 or 0.618. What does that mean? It simply means that if you divide 2 by 3, this is 2, this is 3. If you divide 2 by 3, you will get 0.618. If you divide 3 by 2, you will get 1.618. And this is not just 2 and 3. This continues for the entire series. If you divide 8 by 5, you will get 1.618. If you divide 8 by 13, you will get 0.618. This is the magic of this series. Okay, you might have seen this spiral somewhere in some sci-fi movies where if there's some confusion going on, this spiral starts coming. In some reels also, these people are using this spiral, right? This is the Fibonacci series: 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 5 13, like that. It just keeps on expanding. All right, so if this is, and this is how actually it looks, and it is said that everything in the universe which exists in the form of matter, okay, and which has some purpose, which is working perfectly, is actually in sync with these Fibonacci ratios. Everything in the universe which exists in form of matter and it is working, like it has some work, it has some purpose, and it is working in the perfect condition, it is in sync with the Fibonacci golden ratios. Now look at this is how it is. Whether it's a plant or hurricane or DNA or some tentacles or a flower or the entire galaxy, they are there, they are existing because they are in sync with the Fibonacci golden ratios. Otherwise, their existence would be in danger. You take any flower you want, okay? The petals of the flower, if you haven't plucked them, they will always be a Fibonacci number. Always. Okay, I'll show you some more photos. Look at this. Even a fetus, tentacles of what do you call it? Octopus, right? A seashell, leaves, flowers. I don't know what it is. Those seeds, God knows what. Hurricanes, galaxies. Everything is in sync with Fibonacci golden ratios. Look at this. Even your hand, because it exists and it's working perfectly, right? It is in sync with Fibonacci golden ratio. All these bones, all these joints are in sync with Fibonacci. If they are not in sync with Fibonacci, your hand will not work. You would be born as a crippled person. Let's say your joint was somewhere here, then your hand wouldn't be working as it's working right now. Your entire body, it is in sync with Fibonacci. Your center point of your body, what is the center point of your body? That is the navel. This is the point from where you were connected to your mother's womb, right? This is the center point of your body. So from this level to this level is 61% of your body. And from this to this is 39%. From this arm, from this shoulder to the tip of your finger, this is exactly 61% and this is 39%. From this arm, this shoulder to this fingertip, your elbow lies exactly in 61% proportion, and the rest is 39%. If your elbow was somewhere here, your hand would not work. If you look at a hand also, all these joints that you see in your hand, it is exactly at 61% proportion, and the rest part is 39%. If your fingers were joined somewhere here, your hand would not work. From here to here, from this joint, from the place where your leg is joined to your body and to the tip of your toe, the what do you call it? What is the word for this? Knee. Sorry, knee. I forgot the word. This knee is exactly at 61% from this joint to this joint, and then there's 39%. If that is not true, if that is not happening, you wouldn't be able to walk, right? So everything is in sync with Fibonacci golden ratio. If it's not in sync, then you are not able to, that thing is not able to do what it is supposed to do. You will see so many disabled people, divyang people, right? And you will see their joints are somewhere there where they're not supposed to be. That's why they're not able to walk, they're not able to stand, they're not able to work. That's the reason. Now, you might be wondering, this was supposed to be a stock market class, and why am I teaching all these stuff to you? The thing is, if something so powerful is there existing in the entire universe, why it will not work in stock market? That's my question. Okay, if something is so powerful and it is existing in the entire universe, okay, then what makes you think it will not work in stock market? Of course, we're not going to look at the body and the mind in stock market, but these golden ratios, 61% golden ratio Fibonacci, will of course work in stock market as well. Then of course, 61% is the golden ratio. We are dividing the preceding number, and we are getting 0.61, which is 61%. That is our golden ratio. It's wrong. 61% is our golden ratio. Then we have some other ratios as well. Okay, what are those ratios? If you if you leave a number and divide every number in the Fibonacci series with an alternate number, with the alternate number, like you divide 3 by 8, or 5 by 13, or divide 8 by 21, or divide 13 by 34, you will get an amazing answer which is constant throughout the series, that is 0.382, or to be precise, 38%. Golden ratio is 61%. Another ratio is 38%. Now, if you leave two numbers and then divide it by the next number, you will get an amazing proportion of 0.23, or 23%. Okay, so for example, if you divide 3 by 13, or 5 by 21, or 8 by 34, you will always get, in the entire series, you will get a constant answer of 23%. So that's why 23%, 38%, and 61% are called Fibonacci ratios in stock market. Important Fibonacci ratios in trading: 23%, 38%, 61%, and of course we'll be looking at 50% as well, because human brain is very tuned to think in terms of halves and doubles. That's why we are taking 50% as well. So these are very important Fibonacci ratios. Okay, note them down: 23%, 38%, 50%, and 61%, which is the golden ratio. Now, how are we going to use it? How are we going to use it? See, when we talk about swing trading, we want to know where the market will take its dip, so that we can buy on all these dips. But how to know where they are going to take a dip? At what point they will stop? There are a few words in stock market which people use interchangeably. What are those words? Those words are retracement correction, and crash. Okay, retracement, correction, and crash. These are three words which people use very, very interchangeably. What's the meaning of this? I'll tell you. If the market is going up and then it starts going down, some people say market is retracing. Some will say market is correcting. And some will say market is crashing. Crash ho gaya market. This will also happen. Okay? But there is a big difference between all these levels. Okay? I'm going to tell you what. If the market is going up, there's a trend, market went up, and it came down to, let's say, 23%. This is a Fibonacci level. That is called minor retracement. If it has gone down, it went up. If it has gone down to 38% and then went up, it is called major retracement. If it has come down to 50% and then went up, it is called minor correction. Market is correcting. If it has come down to 61% and then gone up, this is called major correction. And if it has broken the 61% level as well, then it is called market has crashed. Okay, अगर 23% तक ही आया है, this is called retracement, minor retracement. 38% major retracement, 50% minor correction, 61% major correction. Beyond 60%, market has crashed. This is the real understanding of a trend. This is the real understanding of the concept of retracement and correction. We know market एक direction तो ऊपर जाता नहीं है. It moves in zigzag ways. So all these retracement level 23%, 38%, 61%, 50%, they will act as a strong support for the market to take the support, take the dip, and then go up. How exactly? I will show. Look at this. This is called Fibonacci retracement table that we draw. This is the bottom of the trend. This is the top of the trend. यहाँ से यहाँ तक trend आया था. Then it started going down. You want to know where this trend will stop. So from the bottom to top, you draw this Fibonacci level, which is 1 to 0. It is 23%. It is 38%. This is 50%. And this is 61%. Can you see these numbers? 50, 38, 26, 61. Right? Market comes down exactly to 23%, takes the support and goes up. What is this? This is called what? Array, tell me. This is called what? 20% it is called what? Yes. No, not replacement, retracement. T, retracement. Retrace. Okay. So now you want to know where the market will stop, right? What will you do? You will just draw a Fibonacci table and you will be ready to buy at these support levels. Maybe if it takes support here, you will ready to buy here. If it goes even more down, you should be ready to buy here. If it goes even more down, you should be ready to buy here. If it goes even more down, you should be ready to buy here. So that you can buy on something called as you can buy on dips all the time. Look at this. This is the bottom. This is the top. Market started going down. You want to know where the market will stop going down. You draw the Fibonacci level, market comes on 23%, takes exact support, and then goes up. Then it comes down, it goes up again, it comes down, it goes up again. So when this is happening, can you see a triangle pattern forming? You bought at the bottom of the triangle. That's great. You're doing support resistance trading. That's also great. The moment it gives a breakout, what will you do? What will be your plan of action? You see the volume of the breakout. You will look at RSI, whether it's going above 60 or not. If everything is happening, monthly, daily, weekly RSI is above 60, daily is going above 60, there's a major breakout of the trend, major pattern breakout, volume is also rising, price pattern, volume, momentum, maybe not volatility, ठीक है, and you will take the trade and it will boom. Are you guys understanding this? Yes or no? Are you getting better understanding of the market from this? Yes, क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, कैसे चलता है? Yes, great, great, perfect, perfect. Let's understand some more examples. Look at this. Market was at the bottom. ये bottom था market का. It was going up. It made a high and started going down. You want to know where will it stop? So you draw the line from bottom to top, and you will see 23% के ऊपर exact support लिया. So you might find opportunities to buy here. It went up, it came down. It made what? It made a double bottom, which is a signal of reversal on the same level. So you buy on the breakout of double bottom, then also it takes change in polarity and then goes straight up. You book your profits. Where will you book your profit? Maybe at a previous high, which is acting as resistance. That's where you book your profit. That's where everybody books their profit and the market goes down again. Exactly at the previous support. Market goes up again. So you are trading every dip. You are buying every bottom. You are selling at every top. This is what you want. Aren't you, or you are the expert in the stock market now? People say buy at 3383. They will come on the TV, they will come on, they will make their telegram channels and they'll say buy on 3383. You'll be like, kya hai 3383 pe, kya hoga, kya nahi hoga? We don't know. And when it comes to 3383, you buy and it actually goes up. But now you know what is there on 3383. Fibonacci level. Also, if you take the previous high, which was a previous resistance, now it is taking change in polarity. So multiple things are happening at the same time. 23% retracement hai, change in polarity hai, double bottom formation hai, you will get volume ka confirmation as well, you will get RSI ka confirmation as well. What more do you want to do? अब क्या राकेश झुंझुनवाला जी को बुलाएंगे ऊपर से बताने के लिए कि बाय करें या ना करें? What more do you want? I hope I have made your weekend a little bit better. Look at this. So market, this was the trend from bottom to top and then started going down. We were at 23% कि आएगा तो buy करेंगे. It did not stop here. Fine. It came down to 38 and then it started making a doji. Okay, we were like, okay, this can take a support. We bought above the high of doji, went straight up. Then it came down to 61% level and then zigzag. So that would have not worked. This trade would have not worked, but this one worked, made you the money. Bottom, top, started going down. Where will it stop? It will stop here at 38%. Went up. Even the downtrend, Okay, so in an uptrend, you are buying on dips. In a downtrend, you are selling on rise, right? So there's a downtrend going on. ये ऊपर से नीचे it was going down. Okay, this was the bottom level it made, and then it started going up. Where will it stop going up? So you draw from this level to this level and extend this. At 38%, it stops going up. It takes a resistance and then starts going down again. So you sell 38% and you make the profit. Now you might be wondering, कैसे draw करते हैं इसको? I'll show you. Let's say this is the overall trend. यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक ऊपर गया है and नीचे आ रहा है. What will you do? You will click somewhere here. Okay, third option. You will get so many Fibonacci based tools like Ganbox, Fib Zone, Fib Channel, and whatnot. You will simply go to Fibonacci retracement. Click on that. Trend कौन सा है? Is it uptrend or downtrend? Is it market is going from bottom to top or top to bottom? From bottom to top? Correct. So you will also click on the bottom first, and from bottom you will go to the top. What was the top? This is the top. Okay, bottom to top तक आप ले आए, and then in the same level extend this even further. I'm not going up, I'm just stopped at this top and now extending further. Okay, now this is going down, down, down. Where will it stop? It will stop at 38%. It stopped, it made a double bottom sort of formation. I bought above the high of the neckline, and boom. People will be like, "Aapko kaise pata?" This is how you know. Have a good look at this. Okay, now when you will opt for this Fibonacci, you will see so many other ratios. So आपको अलग अलग ratios मिलेंगे, but click on the settings over here. Fibonacci आप जब draw करेंगे, you will get an option to do settings. Click on Fibonacci and click on the settings. So on the style, you will see so many levels, right? 1.618, 2.618. We don't know all of that. We want 0, we want 1. We want 0.382, we want 0.618, we want 0.5, we want 0.23. 23%, 38%, 61%, 50%, 0 and 1. इसके अलावा मैंने कुछ कर रखे हैं that you don't need all that. Okay, you can just uncheck that. You just need these levels only. यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक 38% पे घंटा. वो मेरा कोई और रीजन था करने का, बट यू डोंट नीड ऑल दैट. What is another one? 1.6. Okay, simple 0.68, 0.5, 0.382, 0.236, and 0 and 1. Let's take another example. Okay. Okay. What is this? This is a downtrend. ठीक है, downtrend चल रहा है. From top to bottom, it's going down, right? Now, what is the strategy? Sell on rise. ठीक है. This is the top highest point. This is the bottom lowest point. Okay, where will it stop rising? I will just extend this in the same level. It was going down, 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 bottom banaya, it started rising. Where will it stop rising? Exactly at 50% resistance, and it came down. It not came down so much. Why? Because हो सकता है बुल्स के अंदर स्ट्रेंथ हो, रिवर्सल आने वाला हो, दैट्स ओके. बट सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस लिया नहीं लिया, मार्केट केम डाउन. कुछ प्रॉफिट बना, दैट्स ऑल वी. Another example, look at this one. 50%. Okay, how do I know? Because I have practiced. बॉटम से टॉप तक गए, 50% के आसपास कंसोलिडेट किया, कंसोलिडेशन का ब्रेकआउट दिया एंड मार्केट वेंट स्ट्रेट. नाउ इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट दिस ओवरऑल ट्रेंड, अब आप ये वाला ओवरऑल ट्रेंड देख रहे हैं, तो यू विल रेज द बार टू दिस हाई. क्यों? क्योंकि आपका बॉटम ये है, टॉप ये है, एंड नाउ द मार्केट इज रिट्रेसिंग. राइट? सो एज द मार्केट स्टार्ट्स मेकिंग न्यू हाइज, यू विल कीप ऑन चेंजिंग द फिबोनाची. अभी मैं इस वाले इसको देख रहा था, रिट्रेसमेंट को देख रहा था कि भाई यहां मार्केट कब रुकेगा. उस वक्त मेरा हाई क्या है? यही बनाया ना हाई, तो ये तो बना नहीं है अभी तक. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम लुकिंग एट दिस हाई एंड मार्किंग द लेवल्स. अब यहां पर दिस इज द हाई एंड मार्केट इज गोइंग डाउन, सो माय बॉटम विल बी दिस, टॉप विल बी दिस. 61% के ऊपर सपोर्ट, कंसोलिडेटेड, ब्रेकआउट नहीं हुआ, इट वेंट डाउन बिकॉज बेयर्स वर स्ट्रांग. तो दिस ओवरऑल ट्रेंड विच वाज देयर, इसका क्रैश आ चुका. आई एम नॉट सेइंग मार्केट क्रैश कर गया, आई एम सेइंग दिस ट्रेंड विच वाज गोइंग ऑन, दिस ट्रेंड हैज रिवर्स, द क्रैश इज. नाउ लेट्स से आई एम एट दिस पॉइंट, मैं यहां पे हूं एट दिस पॉइंट ऑन दिस कैंडल. ओके, सो दिस इज द बॉटम, दिस इज सिग्निफिकेंट बॉटम, and market has made this high. Okay, I want to know where the market will stop going down. So I will not take the high to this level. नहीं, मेरे लिए तो अभी तक यही बना है ना high. And now the market is going down, so I will extend this level to this one. अभी तो because you can see the entire chart, तो हो सकता है कुछ दिक्कत हो, but otherwise current को ही देखना है, right? It went up, it came down 38% exactly. Double bottom बनाया. You can't see double bottom. I will show you double bottom. Uh, Look at this. First bottom, second bottom. Now here you can see Fibonacci. You have seen Fibonacci. You can see Bollinger Band as well. If I plot Bollinger Band, if in case it is forming volatility divergence, I'm not sure, but let's see. Okay, look at this. One is outside, a little bit outside the Bollinger Band. Another was inside the Bollinger Band. That's great. Volatility का थोड़ा बहुत हमको confirmation है. RSI, what is that saying? Look, RSI be taking support on 40. Perfect. What do we want more? Momentum, volatility, सबका confirmation है. Let's check the volume as well. Okay, I'll remove the RSI. वॉल्यूम क्या बोल रहा है इसका कि भाई जब रेड नीचे गिर रहा था, यहां पर वॉल्यूम ऑफ रेड वाज वेरी लो, वॉल्यूम ऑफ ग्रीन जब बन रहे हैं तो इट इज रिलेटिवली हाई विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द रेड वन. एंड देन व्हेन इट गिव अ ब्रेकआउट यहां से डबल बॉटम का, इट वाज स्ट्रांग. ऑफ हु स्टॉपिंग यू टू बाय? Everything in the world is saying buy. चार्ट खुद बोल रहा है कि मुझे बाय करो. Why won't you buy? And the market will go up. See, 38% support and up. The more you see, the more you like it. Look at this. Top extended 38%, not perfect support, but market consolidate करने शुरू कर दी. एकदम सीधा ऊपर नहीं गया, थोड़ा सा ऊपर गया कुछ दिन, but that's it. 38% went up. 50% is 50% straight up. 50% down. 50% sell on rise, straight down. 50% not perfect 50%, but still up. Now look at this. There will be some people who will be calling it double top ban gaya, sell karo, sell karo, sell karo. Should you sell? No, because you have to trade on confirmation. So अगर ये neckline break होती है, then only you will trade. But there are some over smart people जो कि double top बनते ही sell करते हैं. You don't have to do that. Why? Because वो consolidate करना शुरू कर दिया. Look at this, 50% straight up, double bottom as well. Look at this. TCS कब का chart है? I'll just check. Wait. Uh, it's an hourly chart. Okay, fine. Look at this. 50% straight up. 61% golden ratio down. 61% up and then down and then up. 61% resistance and down. 61% exact support and up. 61% exact support. Look at this. Pitch perfect support. एक point भी आगे पीछे नहीं. And then up. Top, bottom, 61% exact resistance and down. कोई दो राय नहीं. This is how powerful Fibonacci is. Are you guys liking this thing? Zeno, you are extremely late today. Extremely late. Are we clear with the Fibonacci, everyone? Yes or no? Are we clear with the Fibonacci? Any confusions, any doubts? Sarah, what about you? No confusions. Okay. Okay. Great. Now, if that part is clear, um, let's start with how we actually analyze the market, how we actually find out these stocks, and how we actually trade. Okay. So now you know about support resistances. Now you know about different supports and resistances, whether it's Fibonacci based or some other tool based or strategy based. So how actually things work in swing trading? See, how I usually do it is I will do something called as weekly market analysis. Okay, weekly market analysis. Now, what is a weekly market analysis? As I said, remember there are so many strategies. Okay, like the strategy that we learned yesterday, you can only see that once the markets are closed on Friday, right? So on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, whenever I get time, I take around 2 hours to go through the market, see which stocks are coming into my radar according to my strategies. Okay, whether it is RSI 60-40 crossover, whether it is RSI 60-40 support, whether it is 20 moving average weekly and lower Bollinger Band, or it is near 20 moving average band, which whatever the strategy is, I will see which stocks are coming into my radar. And then I will choose, like, out of like after doing the analysis, I will get at least 20-30 stocks. Out of those, I filter out the best one using the highest probabilities by checking, okay, volume confirm हो रही है नहीं हो रही, momentum हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है, volatility हो रही नहीं हो रही, all those criteria that we have seen so far. Once that part is done, then I am left with my final list, which is of, let's say, 8 to 10 stocks. I select the buying price, the stop loss price. ये सब चीजें होती on the weekends only. Once that part is done, I see whether it is fitting in my risk reward or not, whether I'm getting my risk reward or not. If no, I will leave the trade. If yes, I will get my final shortlisted list or stocks, and I will trade those stocks for the upcoming week. Okay, and all these things are not done manually. You're not going to see 3,000 stocks. How will you do it? I will show you. There is a platform called chartinc.com. Chartinc.com. It will look something like this. Chartinc.com. Okay. In that charting.com, we have our scanners. These are all scanners made by me. Okay, and there are so many of them, but that is, some of them are for breakout, some of them are for other reasons, some of them are experimental, some of them we are testing them, and some are that we are use on a daily basis to actually trade. So you will get these scanners, don't worry, you will not get all of them, you will get some of them which are of your use. Firstly is weekly near 20 simple moving average. Okay, so what is this? Stock passes below in cash. We don't want the cash. We want the future segment. Okay. And this is the code. All these are the stocks. I'll run the scan. All these are the stocks out of those 5,000 stocks. These are all the stocks whose price is near 20 moving average on weekly chart. Let's click this Tata Motors. Look at this. This is 20 moving average. Price is near 20 moving average on weekly chart. Weekly chart, 20 moving average. Another one, Dr. Reddy. Now this one. This is near 20 moving. Now, will I take this trade? No, I will not take this trade because ये ऊपर से आकर support नहीं ले रहा है. This is not taking support after coming from the top. Right? It's not taking support like this or like this. It is now below 20 moving average and now taking resistance at this level. So I will not consider this trade. But Tata Motors can be considered. Let's see some other examples. LNT. Look at this. It gave a crossover. It gave a crossover and now it is seeing support after making a red candle. This can be considered if you want. These swings can be considered, right? This can be considered, but below if it is going taking resistance, it cannot be considered. So we will see which is taking a swing support on 20 moving averages. That's how out of these 20 stocks, we will filter out which are fitting best in our strategy. Look at this BPCL. Yes, it is in our radar. Look at this. It came from top. It came down to take support on this level. This can be considered. So let's check BPCL now. What is good in BPCL? BPCL. I'll make it a two charts. This one should be weekly. Okay. This is somehow taking support on 20 moving average. That's great. On weekly, that's all we want. Okay. Now let's check the daily limits. What is it showing in on daily charts? On daily, what was the strategy? It was with Bollinger Bands. Let's click Bollinger Bands. No, not this one. Okay. First bottom is outside Bollinger Band. Great. Okay. Second bottom, if it makes second bottom inside Bollinger Band, it has gone up. Now it comes down, makes second bottom. I will definitely look to trade the breakout. That is one thing that I can do. Secondly, we will also have to look at the RSI. Let's look at the RSI. RSI is taking support on 40 level. That's great. So if it takes supports again on 40, that is, it's confirmed that okay, it can go up. Now the third thing which is of my concern is volume. Now what can I see over here is volume of the red candle is very, very high, but that was an extraordinary situation because there was an election result and so many people were panicking and all that. But again, green volume is also catching up. It is going up slowly, slowly. So if the breakout is happening with good green volume, I would definitely take the trade in BPCL. Now see, whether am I getting 1:2 or not. What is the previous high? This is the previous high. That is going to be my target. My stop loss will be the low of the swing, which is somewhere here. Okay. And this is my stop loss size. This is my target. Of course, it is 1:2. I'm getting it. That's why BPCL is going to be in my radar for next week. Let's see what happens in BPCL. I'm not saying it will go up. I'm not saying it will go down. Whatever will happen, we will trade accordingly. That's how we're following the market. I'll show some other one. That's one filter. Let's check another filter. band swing, our 20 moving average band. This is the filter for that. I just run the scan. There is no stock filter there because there is no stock which is near that. I'll just increase my criteria a little bit and then I run this. Okay, there are some. There are some stocks which are inside 20 moving average band. Let's check all of them one by one. Ajanta Pharma. Okay. Can we take this trade? Tell me, everyone. You guys tell me. Can we take this trade? Ajanta Pharma. Tell me, Ganesh, Sara. Can I take the trade? Sara is saying yes, Ganesh is saying no. Okay. Why Sara? Yes. Yes. If yes, then why? Let's check our criteria. The price should be above. First criteria was RSI should be greater than 60. Is RSI greater than 60? This is the RSI. It's not greater than 60. Second, the price should be higher than the band. Is it higher than the band? No, it's not. Band should be inclined upward. Is it inclined upward? No, it is going downwards. We can't. All three conditions are not matching. It is just near the band and near 60. That's why it is coming in the filter because this filter is a machine, right? It is just following my guidelines. It's not showing me what I need to know, what I actually need. Look at this. There is no swing as well, right? I can't trade all these things. I have to filter out. Blue star, let's check this. Okay, now blue star has given me a swing. It is inclining a little bit upwards. Okay. It has taken the support over here. It is not near RSI 60. It is going to cross 60. But I can take a little bit of chance over here. The volume of green is also good. Red is less. Let's see what happens in blue star. Others, I'll check. KIE. No, there is no swing. Okay, not taking support on RSI 60. Fine. Sri Cement. Okay, it went below it and also it is sideways, so we're not going to trade that. Land. Okay, not above 60 RSI and there is a swing but not very perfect one. I will avoid that. Eicher Motors. Okay, below the swing it has gone, so it is giving a crossover now. I don't want the crossover. I want the support like this one or like this one. Okay, Havels is good one, right? It came down, took a support, now starting trying to go up. But RSI is not very strong. It is almost at 50 levels. So I'm not sure about this trade, but let's see what happens. Maybe with small quantity, I can see whether to trade or not. Hornets, I don't know what company is this. Okay. Not taking support on 60, but it has given a good swing coming near this level and now trying to go up. Let's see what happens in this. Even this can be traded with small quantity, but it is an illiquid sort. It's not very liquid, so we cannot trade that. Right. So apart from all these stocks, I've just chosen Blue Star to see whether it's going to take whether it is tradable or not for the next week. That's how you filter. Now the next filter is I'm going to explain that to you RSI 60/40 filter in the next session. But there is one thing I want you guys to understand. That is, according to the market, you will get the scans. What do I mean by that? If the market is very, oh, sorry, I'm also feeling a little bit sleepy today. It's Sunday. So, yeah, sorry for that. Anyway, I was saying, if the market has given a good dip, if the market has given a good dip, what will happen? Your strategy, which is 20 moving average on weekly and lower band on Bollinger Band, will start giving you so many stocks. Why? Because overall market has given a dip. If market is trendy, it is very trendy. Okay, then RSI 60 crossover will start giving you uh, stocks. So many stocks, because with that time, if the market is trendy, so many stock will be going upward. So many stock will be giving some dips on RSI 60 support and 20 moving average band support. That time you will start getting the trends. right? If the market is giving a major dip, then Fibonacci retracement levels and the pattern based trading like support resistance trading, channel based trading, triangle trading, all those things, consolidation based trading, you will start getting those trends. Okay, and if the market is was consolidating and now giving a breakout, so all those patterns, like all those support resistance will be start giving a breakout, then RSI will also be going above 60, triangles will also be giving a breakout, all those things will start giving it. So as I said, you should have a basket of securities which should give you trades in every type of market. So all these strategies that you have learned so far, they will start giving you trades according to the market situation. If the market is trendy, some strategy will give you good trades. They'll start giving you good amount of stocks. But right now, how was the market? Market gave a dip. Because of that big dip, you are not getting stocks in 20 moving average band, because that is a strategy which gives you stock in an uptrend. If the market is in an uptrend, it will go up, little bit of dip, up, little bit of dip, up. That's when you will get those kind of stocks. Is it making sense, everyone? Yes. And now, because of all these pair of strategies that you have, you can actually make money in all kinds of money. Now, what is going to be your process of learning? You have learned the strategies. In the next session, I will analyze the market along with you. Okay. In the next session, it will be mostly on the next weekend. Okay. On Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll update that. I will analyze the market with you using all these filters, all these scanners, and we will select the stocks together and see how they perform. Now, what will you do is there is something I have a YouTube channel called Financial Gateways. It is not for everyone, it is only for those people who have learned from me so far, especially swing trading. Okay. And there, what I do is I create videos like these: weekly market analysis, weekly market analysis, weekly market analysis. Okay. These weekly market analysis, in this weekly market analysis, what we do is look at this. We look at different data. Then last weekly market analysis stock, like all the stock that we recommended in the last weekly, or we like, not recommended, but we shortlisted in the last episode, what happened to them. So this is the list that we shortlist, and out of them, this has given 5% return, this has given 6% return, this has given this is not activated yet, this is given 4%, this is given 2%, 6%, 5%, 4%. This is how we see, okay, we have booked it or not. Okay. Then we look at Nifty Bank Nifty levels, which are the important levels in the market. And you see, market respects our levels pretty well, right? And then we talk about stocks. Okay. Then we talk about different stocks like these: DFL, DLF, right? So what is happening in DLF? 20 moving average support on weekly chart, double bottom on daily chart, and along with 61% retracement, RSI divergence, and all that, taking multiple supports and all that stuff. Correct? So this has the potential to go up. So what will you do? What will you do? You will go to this channel, subscribe this, okay, and you will follow Financial Gateways every weekly analysis. Of course, you will be having only one live analysis with me. Okay, that's the part of your boot camp, and you'll be doing only one of it. Once we're done with that, you will get the process how to do that. You will get all the scanners. Then you have to start searching the stocks independently every weekend. Once you search every stock, like once you start doing this every weekend, you will get the hang of it. And then you will watch the weekly analysis to confirm that whether you have whatever stocks you have chosen, whatever stocks you have chosen, am I choosing the same stocks or not? If I have chosen any other stock, you will ask me that, okay, why have I chosen this stock particularly? If your stock is some different from me, then you will ask me, okay, why you haven't selected this stock from the lot? Okay, and I will answer that in maybe in the comment section. Maybe if you will get my number or whatever, however you contact me. Okay, and your queries will be answered. And if you keep on doing that for the next 5 months, 6 months, you will be able to analyze the market on your own, and you'll be able to take trades independently. So it is not just like a boot camp. I'm also giving you a hand holding support for like it's like an ever going support, because I'm going to create weekly analysis. I intend to create them for a long. And in those weekly analysis, I don't give so much of detail to by why have I chosen this, but because you have learned all the strategies from me, you will be able to figure out, okay, this stock is based on RSI 60 crossover. This stock is based on our 20 moving average strategy. This stock is based on some other strategy. You will be able to figure that out. Okay. Is that part clear to everyone? Yes. Did you like what we have learned so far? Okay. Now, what's your job? What's your job to do? You will watch these recordings again from the beginning, not today's and tomorrow, yesterday's. All the recordings where I've discussed the basics, where I've discussed the tool training, everything that we have done, you will watch all the recordings again. Then you will, after watching this, you will do the back testing. You have this entire week, dedicate this week at least 1.5, 2 hours a day, at least for this week. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you. And then I will also send you the risk management wala session. You will watch that session with with great honesty. Okay. Once that part is done, we'll be doing the live analysis, and then your support with the YouTube channel will go on, and all your questions will be answered for sure. Any questions so far, everyone? Ganesh, Sarah, Zeno, tell me any questions, any question at all? Did you guys like your uh, strategies? Are you guys liking this? Am I able to create some value on your weekend? I took, I think, almost 4 hours of your weekend, and which is a very precious time if you are a working professional. So yeah, was it worth it? No replies. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, in case you don't have any other questions, I would like to conclude today's session over here. Uh, Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, I look forward to see you in my live session. And before that, I would like you to watch all the recordings. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, keep learning and keep trading. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.